Hello everyone, this is Enderturon and I am back with a random cast episode 40, providing I haven't forgotten how to count. Alright, so we're on Mudfight, and on the blue team we have SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90. I can never remember how the Japanese light infantry name's supposed to be pronounced. Anyway, I'm just going to headcanon that this is not actually human, but is in fact a squad of Japanese light infantry has in fact gained sentience within the game itself and is playing in ranked. It's a Dutch-German coalition general deck, if I recall correctly. And on the red team, we have set9 with, I think it was Red Dragon's general. Corporal versus First Lieutenant, so let's see how this goes. Looks like both players are starting with a fob. Well, it looks like the blue player definitely has a plan. Put those units down real quick. Alright, there we go. Start with blue because blue's best. Looks like a 1 CV start. Notice whatever KDOW stands for. Commando wagon, probably. Anyway, looks like leaving a Sperrpanzerlux for base defense, mortar, using the HS-30. Not so good nowadays. At 35 points, I'd say you're better off taking the 40-point M113 mortar. Same mortar, just better. Mounted on a better chassis. I think it carries a little bit more ammunition. Anyway, have the Iocchios, the Hawk electro-optical system or whatever. It's not very good, but it's non-radar. YPR, that looks like either up-vetted Grenadier or down-vetted Stuttruppen, presumably of the 95 variety. Mortar 2, I do believe that's the only Panzer Grenadier 90 who get that. Actually, I'm completely blanking if Panzer Grenadier 75 get the Mortar 2. And the YA-4440, that's going to be the Huzaren. I do believe that's what the Dutch 5-man regular recon team is. Leopard 285, base Gepard, PH2 Tiger. So it looks like Buntai'90 here is definitely going pretty hard on the town. And it looks like just some light forces here. MXPRI, that's the Netra, or whatever, the Dutch reservists. Looks like another 5-man recon, and another looks. No AA over there, though I guess the Tiger could potentially flex over. I'm not seeing any helicopters from set9, though, so it won't be a huge issue immediately. Also looks like set9's going for the town. That's going to be Li Ren. There we go. I was completely blanked on the name of the Chinese recon, shock recon. PGZ-63. Which one's this? Oh, that thing. That's a interesting choice. It's a vehicle tab unit, I do believe. Not very good, but okay. 3 of those. WZ-551, presumably with tank SHL. How many of these? 4 of these? Okay. Okay, what am I doing? More tank SSL, BTR-80A, that's the North Korean one, yeah. So that's either up-vetted 50-man Marines or down-vetted commandos, whose names I always combine with Jokdai or Jokdai, and I can never remember their names. Anyway, 2 HQ-7s and a couple of ZTZ-85 2As. That's 80-point tanks. Not up to the task of fighting a Leopard 2A5, but the pair of HQ-7s can definitely have the potential to shut down any PH2 Tiger shenanigans. 1 CV start, ZZZ-55, recon, WZ-551, so tank SSL. It's probably the QW-1 or whatever, the actually pretty decent Chinese manpad, and a couple of ZDQ-62Gs. So it looks like both players are going hard for the town here. I am noticing, though, no mortar from set9. That's a risky proposition on this map. They're very handy because generally what you want to do is you want to, if you're on set9 side, you want to smoke off there, so you could you know, get into the town. Your fire support can fire on advancing enemies from this side, but they can't fire into your infantry, and of course other player does that, so you generally have to go wide around. It's a whole rigmarole. Yeah. Mortaring. Interesting choice of having a man-pads team. Ooh, that is not well-positioned smoke from our blue player. This could get sketchy. Interesting placement of ZTQs from set 9, not being very aggressive with them. Oh, J7H coming out. And the only AA is the PH2 Tiger and the Panzer Gepard. Oh, that bomb seems to be going a little short. Yeah, this is fire position on the smoke. Oh yeah, this is a very sketchy opener from our blue player here. SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90, there you go. Anyway, the other PGZs are just going to get wrecked. Yep, these guys took some hits. But they're just going to get chewed up by those SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' once they get into the town. But the YPRs are going wide around. Oh, I didn't even notice the leopard canning. It's a decent position for it. Yeah, those Panzergrens are not going to have a good day. AMX PRI is just driving right into the ZTQ. Will note, just going to pause quickly so I don't miss any action. Set 9, let those Husaran just drive right up in there. Doesn't even see him. Yeah, Liran aren't in the town block, they're just sitting there. Yeah, QW1. It's not bad. It's basically an Igla with one more HE, so an Igla N. J7H is back out. That thing just reloads so quickly for so long as it doesn't take any damage. Oh, but the Hios is firing. Forgot that they had that. Not going to do much. Did it take any damage? A little bit from the Gepard. The Gepard. Oh, attack marker on the Gepard by the looks of it. Another J7H. Yes. The thing doesn't have any ECM, and it's flying directly at a Gepard, but oh, Gepard's moving though. If it doesn't stop to shoot, it's not going to do anything. But Hios does miss, of course it does. And you're gone. Yeah. It did a little bit of damage to the Gepard and worried it, but not a great trade. Oh, here we go. Tiger swinging around. Yeah, the situation's not exactly great for our blue player, however. Tiger's just blowing up some cheap transports, and maybe not the best use of its limited pool of ATGNs, but it's stripping fire support off of set 9. Oh, Martyr 2's going through there. 9 Caddy coming up, presumably for the Hawk, but oh gosh, you got spotted. Not surprising, it's out in the open. Oh, those Husaran are not in cover either, so they might get detected and then exploded. Yeah. Gonna pause it and point it out here. This is... Blue player didn't do too well taking the town, very, not well executed on their part. However, they are doing the smart thing. They're going wide around. Going through Alpha, which you do that properly, you can cut off direct reinforcements to the town. And also shifting into Foxtrot and putting pressure on the other flank. Oh, J7H presumably spotted something. It's gonna get his bomb. Oh no. Oh, Set might have been using it to try and dive the Tiger. Not great. The GSH-23 is not very good gun, but the missiles are okay. And yeah, though with the 1,000-kilometer-hour airspeed's it's just not a great combination for diving helicopters. Oh, ZTQ is going to cause some trouble. Oh, Panzer Grenadiers got into the forest. That is not good for set 90. Yeah, Set 9 just really left Foxtrot really porous and not enough optics. Like that ZTQ was too deep in the forest, just sat there, should have been on the edge. Oh, we do have KCT coming out. And that ZTQ just doesn't, not poorly placed, but just, a single recon tank can only cover so much frontage by itself. Oh, this is gonna, it's getting shots off on that KCT as they move between cover by the looks of it. Yeah, that one went down. Leopard for Kenny is gonna come out. And that's gonna kick the crap out of the ZTQ 62G in a straight up fight. Same armor, worse AP, but much better accuracy and rate of fire. Actually, what's the price? 65 versus, I think this is 60. So is it slower too? Just a little. Anyway, VTT 323 coming around. That's North Korean. Not quite sure why you'd take this one instead of just spending the extra 5 points on the Iglobus. Oh, ZZC's losing a fight to a YP 408, but it's not surprising. Has 2 frontal armor, so the PKT won't be able to engage it frontally unless you fire position. Oh, that Martyr 2 could actually drive up and just shoot that ZTQ in the ass. Oh, J7H coming in. No air defense over here. Oh, actually maneuvered the Leopard 2A5 around. Just to pause again. That is something that was always terrible with, and a lot of players often fail to do, is repositioning super heavies. A lot of players will frequently just keep a super heavy in a single area. They don't want to move around too much. But no, that was a smart move, reposition the Leopard 2A5. If you're not be doing anything major over here, reposition your super heavy to where your main effort is. It's 170 points, don't waste them. Ooh, 2-stack of Roland 2s coming out. Interesting. That's not the best unit, but it's not the worst AA ever. Oh. Also interesting choice of using that as a transport. Oh, it's got Corps Marinier in them. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, once those guys get into the town, they are... Ooh, sorry, Zach thing locked onto that. They're going to take some hits, getting... Oh, nope. The YP-408's actually drawing the fire from the tanks, that's how. Oh, but now the outer's taking fire. They need to get into the town block. Oh, yeah, they're panicked from the transport exploding. Gotta get... There we go. Yeah, these guys are screwed unless they get bombed. Oh, 88B coming out. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, ZTQ went down. I think the Stu Trooper 95 just walked. No, they didn't. Maybe the 285 got it. Anyway, it went down. No, neither player's called out a whatchamacallit, CV yet. So no tick. Corps Marinier now going to kick the crap out of the Lee Ren. Oh, but there's the SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' coming in. Oh, and J7H is bombing. Oh, the Corps Marinier are moving. Looks like they're going to jump into that block. Are they going to live? Yes, the Lee Ren got bombed instead. Oh, that's not a very smart Mount Cady. Also, yeah, Leopard for Kenning's flexing down. That should have been done earlier to cut off reinforcements. Also need to move up some A. Oh, that Mount Cady's a lost cause. It's going to get captured or blown up. Oh, wait. Nope, he manages to move it down out of line of sight. What's happening here? Not much. Yeah, Bo Chong-Su. Oh, Leopard for Kenning might have some fun. Oh, Corps Marinier kicking the crap out of the SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 because, well, there's 2 squads, so you get the double machine gun going. And also, they just have better guns. I think. Yeah, better guns. Anyway, SU-25K, interesting choice. It's an anti-tank only platform, for the most part. You can strafe infantry with the cannon on it, but it's not great at it. Gets out on 3 HP, so it's going to be a bit before it comes back out. More reinforcements coming in. So immediately, set 9 did well in the opener, but failed to capitalize on it and left Foxtrot way too porous. And now SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' made the right choice and flexed into Foxtrot and is basically taking it. It's taking the town there, sort of. Which makes it just so much harder for set 9 to do anything there. Set 9's options honestly needs to stabilize Foxtrot, but also, you know, potential to do something in Delta and Alpha. You know, basically, you know, can't directly do much here. You have to, you know, go around, and that's where a mortar would come in handy. You know, to smoke off, you know, block line of sight in the open terrain. Oh, here come the J7Hs. Roland or Hawk's not being resupplied, and the Roland. Oh no, Rolands are in range. One hit. Are they gonna get set? Oh, yep, they double tap the second J7H. This one, however, did not drop any. Neither dropped any bombs. I don't know if were they trying to get the Tiger. Yeah, it looks like it took a hit. That's a risky proposition that didn't pay off. The Roland 2 is not great, but it's not horrible either. It's just its range against planes and helicopters isn't great. Roland 3 is better in both regards, but oh, Tiger gets shot down by the HQ-7. Oh, is that Leopard 2A5 has been? It was spotted, or it had fired recently. No, it actually hasn't. It was just being spotted by something. Probably, I don't even know. Oh, part of the MD500. Okay, yep. These guys unload a little ways away, but without a mortar. The smart thing for set 9 would have been to smoke off this avenue so that the no fire support could come down from Foxtrot. Instead, these guys are going to get shot up in the open. Oh, but the Corps Mariners started firing, and there's the BTR-80s there and the VTTs, so they're going to take some heat. Maybe even go down. Bo Chong Su are getting panicked. VTT goes down. There's another Corps Mariner squad. And KCT coming in. Oh, F-104G. Interesting. Cheap ASF. Not very good, but is that, honestly, he's good at harassing helicopters. And yeah, speaking of harassing helicopters, that goes down. It takes one hit. Oh, it's missing. And goes down to the HQ-7 by the looks of it. It also did get a parting hit on the TY-90 though. Looks like this FOB is not really paying off for set 9, hasn't used it at all. Oh, Corps Mariner missing shots, so they do get one hit on this. It's okay, it just doesn't have very good rate of fire. That's actually a problem with a lot of the Chinese tanks, is that they have punchy guns, but their rate of fire is lacking. Oh, Liren's Stu Trooping just walking out to the open, they're going to get shot up. Oh, Milan 2's engaging. Takes out a WZ-551. Ooh, is that going to be side shots? Nope, they are facing front. Oh, Huzarn, yeah, Huzarn are out in the open. And there's Liren right there, so yeah, they're going to die. Are the Liren spotting the Milan? No, they're not. Oh, there you go. Cap did come, or another CV came out for Charlie from SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'. That's the +1 ticking now. Oh, Leopard for getting cleaned up something. Now, those Liren are potentially dangerous, but they're panicked, so they won't be able to get any. They probably won't hit. Okay, looks like the KCT popped one of the ZTZs. But they're getting shot up in the process, and the Carl Gustav just. The M2 just doesn't quite have the range to reach out and touch him. 88B goes down. Oh, J7H. No AA in range. Oh, but these guys, no, KCT are going to eat it. Oh, or maybe not. Nope, they do dodge out of the way. And another Tiger. Verkenning's going to get engaged at close. Oh, SU-25K came out. Did it hit something? I didn't see. Let's see, our Corporal here, definitely being on the spot for the most part with resupply. Nope. MD500, yeah. 4 HV helicopter flying over a forest, that's never going to end well. Oh. And, yeah. So SYOUJYU-BUNTAI''s pulling the Corps Mariner back so they don't get spotted. Might have spotted the Liren walking up, maybe the ZTZ, but that is the smart thing to do. Oh, CV coming out from set 9, the SYOUJYU. Honestly, if you're going to take a tank CV and Red Dragons, take the Chinese one, the whatever, ZZZ-59. It has 2 top armor versus this thing with only 1. 2 top armor, big difference, especially against cluster munitions. Oh. Okay. Volcanic's just going to run over... Oh, no. Oh, that was a rear shot, wasn't it? Yep. Reversing away from the Bo Chang-su, right into the Li Ren. Okay, yep, that gives set 9 alpha. Oh, SU-25K just flew right into all that AA. I'm not quite sure what set 9 was hoping to do with it. I don't really think he had anything spotted. Oh, that caught up that Milan a little bit ago. It looks like he's just moving it now. Okay. Just rolled that right up to its death. No mortar, once again. Yeah, it's interesting on the rank here. Corporal's definitely playing more like the first lieutenant, and set 9's playing like a private. Oh yeah, the KCTR spotting thing, so yeah, that's big loss. A couple of HQ7s just went down. Oh, I'm putting it into Delta, maybe not the smartest choice. Does SYOUJYU see that? Yep. Oh, it does get the stealth, so no tick, but blue player's up 75 points to 0. Oh, Tiger was doing something. Looks like, oh, probably killed the Li Ren. Oh, ZSD-90 with the SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90. Oh, and that's it. Looks like set 9 decided to concede, which is, yeah, not unsurprising. So, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 is the winner with 75 conquest points to 0 and 1,780 kills to set 9 795. Yeah. Definitely interesting match, I think. So, set 9 did much better in the opener, you know, taking the Delta Alpha town, but absolutely failed to capitalize on it. And on top of that, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 made the right choices. You know, went wide into Foxtrot, where set 9 just didn't have really honestly, that's the thing. Set 9 had enough stuff in Foxtrot, or in and around Foxtrot, that they really shouldn't have been bounced like that. However, they left the ZTQ 62G or whatever just deep in a forest. Well, one of them, too deep in a forest, where it just really couldn't do anything or spot anything. And the other, also, they could have maybe been a bit more ambitious with the other ZTQ. Maybe had to push it up a little further forward. Also, they must have just been too like tunneled in on the opener into the Alpha Delta town, because they left like their Li Ren out of position. You know, so they weren't in a town. They just were sitting behind the town block that the Takasasha were in for the most part. So they weren't in position to spot anything. So it's just like, you know, set 9 had the tools to detect what SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 was up to, but most of them were out of position, so they just didn't see what was coming. And also the complete lack of mortar wasn't helping. As for, yeah, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI', their opener just not well executed at all. Unloaded the Panzer Grenadiers 290. The smoke was not well placed. It was put on the wrong side of the town. You want to put it on the other side of the town, so your guys can, you know, advance on the town without being shot at by the enemy's fire support, but if the enemy gets to the town, their stuff is vulnerable to your fire support. Their infantry. But aside from that, yeah, well played from SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90. You know, yeah, the opener was not well executed, but they recovered from it very well. You know, they had units in... They put some units into Alpha, whatever the one... You know, the one that's mostly forests, and used that to okay effect to harass set9 a bit, but probably could have used them a bit better, maybe. I don't, you know, mileage may vary on that, but you know, made the right choices. You know, reposition the Leopard 2A5, and you know, and just immediately, you know, immediately was aggressive and realized, you know, right off the bat was aggressive at the beginning with their recon, pressed it forward as you know to a good amount, so they knew that they you know had the ability to push Foxtrot. And like I said, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 really should not have had as easy of a time getting into Foxtrot, but it's just just to repeat myself, set9 just had the tools but did not position them properly. And I think that's honestly one of the big things in Wargame Red Dragon is just because a deck has all the tools you need, you still need to know how to use them. You know, goes for all things. But yeah, I feel like I'm being maybe a little too overly I don't want to come across as being too harsh on set9. I just really felt like just you know oversight not having a mortar and just maybe being a bit too tunnel visioned on the you know the Alpha Delta opener and just didn't pay enough attention to Foxtrot and the area around it. And that's something, you know, I've definitely done a lot in the past, you know, just get that tunnel vision. You know, you just get too focused on the one sector, and you just forget to not even do like a, you know, heavy micro in another sector, but like just some basic, you know, just make sure your units are where they need to be to do their job. You know, you just sometimes you just you know trying to position things, you zoom in you scroll in a little bit so you get just can have that better control over your units, get more precise, but you have to remember to scroll right back out afterwards so you can still see the big picture and also pay attention to the minimap. And yeah, don't know what else I want to say, so call it here. I'm Xander Turon. This was Random Cast episode 40. Catch you guys in the next part, and in the meanwhile, have a lovely day.